Hello.
We're back.
We're back, yeah. Sunday.
2 weeks on the trot as well.
Yeah. I will say that next week we're going to be an hour early.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be on at 6 o'clock instead of 7 next week. There's something on and I want to watch it, so I want to be away enough time. But yeah, I do have to apologise firstly. So this week I had stuff planned to do, and the week just got away with me. Other things cropped up. I did manage to do the Dalek, but that was only because it was a quick issue. I was able to get in here, do it really quickly. So I do apologise. Normal service will resume from Monday. It'll be all perfect. So I do apologise for that. But how's your week been?
Plodding along, really. Just not much exciting happening here at the moment.
No. It's we've got that lull. I would imagine stuff's going to start cropping up over the next couple of months as we come into Christmas and stuff. So
yeah. We got a new bed yesterday. That was about as much exciting as the week went. And it took Julie and the boys about 3 hours to do it.
Yeah, we got a mattress recently, and it was one of those roll-up ones, Zumba thingy or whatever it was called.
Yeah,
and I didn't realise. I just cut it, and it sort of expanded like this. Well, I was up against the window.
Yeah, you've got to be cautious when you're doing them things.
Yeah, it just I obviously it's vacuum sealed, so as soon as I cut it, it just expanded and blew up like the exit out of an aeroplane. Just like that.
You get a mattress back into that position to transport it to a tip.
Well, you have to, it's a really strange thing. So it said on the thing you had to like pluff it up, but leave it for 48 hours. So it expands to its full potential, I would imagine. So we had to sort of put it somewhere where it sort of expanded or whatever. That was months ago. But yeah, I would say get a large area and then cut it. Don't cut it. I cut it downstairs thinking I'd be all right. And it was like, I was like pushed up against the wall. It just sort of blew up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, we have got news.
Yes.
So there's a few things that we are going to bring up. One, which until I checked on Hachette today, this is the first one I'm going to bring up. I didn't know. There's been nothing on Facebook or anything that this is going to be happening. It has turned up on the Hachette main site, so it's a full run. It's not a trial.
Yeah, it's live.
And it is this. So, Disney paint by numbers.
Yes.
Okay, so this is in their craft section, not in their model section, but it is a collection. So,
yeah, it is a partwork. It's not due out yet. The first issue comes out in newsagents on the 3rd of September.
Yeah.
It looks like, if you remember, about a year ago, they did a trial for colour by numbers, which had the colour pens. And now they're releasing this. So I would imagine, like I was talking to you just before we come on, that obviously they've done the paint by numbers because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So this is a Hachette thing. Issue 1 for just 99p. Okay, so your collection. Each issue of Disney Paint by Numbers is packed with tips and tricks to help you paint stunning images of some of your favorite Disney characters. Got some sort of examples there. Right, so we have the free gifts. So free issue. There's some free collapsible water pots. A binder. This is interesting. This one here, palm rest and paint holder. Just looks like a block of wood to me.
Yeah, well, if you know about like how they do fairground painting and stuff like that, they actually use a stick very similar to that sort of board to paint.
Right. And then the 7th delivery, you get a storage box.
Nice.
So, yeah. Now, this is where what you were talking about, Kev, comes in. So they did do a trial of this, and that is the colour by number. but they've put this down as a premium option.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a full, well, not full run, but if you know what I mean, they trialed it, but now this is the premium. So it's an extra £1 or €1.50 for these. And I think there's about 4 books.
Yeah, they're in books this time instead of little like papery things. And I think you get a book. I think it's like every 10 or 12 or something like that issues.
Now, I'm looking at this, Kev, and I think they may have taken your advice on it's got like a colour test page.
Yes.
You said you didn't name the pens.
No, the numbers didn't. The numbers had pens, but the numbers didn't match up with the. Basically, what had happened was that was it. It was the other way around. Sorry, yeah. So the pens were named, but the colours on the page were numbered.
Yeah,
and the pens weren't numbered; they were named. So it was really difficult to find out what colours did what because the colours weren't numbered. It was just named.
Yeah. So yeah, there is that. If you want to go premium, fill your home with gorgeous Disney painted artwork. About your artwork. So yeah,
it's one of those therapeutic sort of things they do. They do them in shops anyway, sort of in craft shops. They do these sort of kits. But quite therapeutic if you're in hospital or something like that.
It is a collection and everything. It says what in your magazine. So get into the flow and find new ways to unwind. Follow along to clear and detailed instructions. Learn practical skills to improve your technique. So they have gone quite to town on this website, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's quite in depth. It does show you quite a lot of the issues as well.
Yeah,
you're going to be getting, as you can see, you've got normally they only show you up to the first 4 or 5, but you know it is what it is on that one. So
there is a TV advert, but I can't play it because of copyright. But
yeah, the TV advert should be from the 3rd of September when it goes live, effectively in the newsagents.
So this I came across by chance today. Did not know anything about it. Seen no previews about it, but Disney paint by numbers.
Yeah, it would be worth keeping an eye on their page over the next couple of months for anything that new that crops up. I know, obviously, a lot of people wanted the 1/6 scale 007 car. I wanted to actually touch on that as well. So a lot of people were asking why Agora hasn't released the 007 cars yet. I think it comes down to licensing. So if you remember recently, MGM was sold off to, I think it's Amazon.
Right.
So I don't know how the licensing works with that. I don't know whether they have to then apply for a new license with Amazon or what. I don't know. That might have stopped it. That also, the only way we'll know is if we get the 1/6 scale 007 car from Hachette.
Yeah.
Because if we do, then it shouldn't be a problem. And Agora just haven't released them yet. And if we don't, or there is a delay in getting it, I would imagine it's because of the licensing that's just happened.
Yeah. Right. So talking of Agora, we'll go over to the next piece of news, which did come out last week. And that is that coming summer 2026, they are going to be doing 2 of the vehicles from the first Jurassic Park movie.
Yes, that's the Wrangler and the Explorer, the Ford Explorer. Yeah. So basically the grey and red Jeep at the very start, and then the jungle coloured car that gets crushed by the T-Rex and things.
Yeah. So, like I said, that is definitely that is summer 2026. So I don't expect to see them for a year.
Yeah, it says summer 2026. I don't know whether that will be the pre-order or whether that will actually be the release. But summer is normally from May till September.
Yeah.
Also, I did post this. One of the comments on the post was Agora said that the 007 cars would be released in early 2025.
Yes.
When they haven't been. So yeah, like I said, that's probably down to licensing, but I'm not too sure on that. I'm only wondering whether that's stopped that happening. But yeah, I said I wouldn't do any more vehicles, but this one sort of piqued my interest.
It did me. I'd have to see what the situation was at the time, but I was 12, 13 when this movie came out, so it was piquing my, childhood.
Yeah, I'm even to this day, I've done a review on the latest Jurassic Rebirth movie. Obviously I've got t-shirts, stuff like that. So I'm a massive Jurassic Park fan, massive dinosaur fan anyway. So the Explorer is the one I want to do. So depending on how finances are at the time and everything else, that's the one I'm going to do if I can.
Right. Okay.
So
we'll hold you to that, Kev.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that because that is like the sort of iconic Jurassic Park car, really.
Yeah.
So,
and there is a Facebook group for it already.
Oh yeah, I was on that. Actually, funny enough, Wayne messaged me as I was setting the group up and said, "You better set a group up for this quick." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm already on it." So yeah.
The only thing I say is, have you set up a group for the Disney paint by numbers?
I haven't, no, because you were the first one that told me this evening about that, and I didn't know.
Right.
But I do have a generic Disney Partwork group. So the Disney Dollhouse group, is now the Hachette Disney Partwork group.
Okay.
It has been for a while. It has been for about a year or so.
Just might have to update some of the graphics in that then.
Yes, yeah. I think it's got a doll's house and it's got other things on there. But we'll need to update it, yeah.
Okay. So, third thing tonight that we need to talk about, obviously, is this.
Yes.
So, Horlicks has teamed up with Ian and is now going to be printing some of the 3D prints that Partwork Upgrades did.
Yes.
So all you have to do to get here is to go on the Partwork Upgrade site, and there's a link in there that takes you over to this. So it's welcome to the Horlicks print and ship, and basically some of the basic mods that Ian did, Horlicks is going to continue printing them and shipping them basically. So you've got the Ghostbusters Proton Pack Stogun upgrade. You've got the Star Wars R2D2 C3PO droid restraining bolt. We've got the T800 neck drop fix. We've got the head root fix. The thoracic cage to pelvis wobble fix. The scale pelvis to kneel wobble fix. The lower leg tendon fix. We have the Lancaster bomber crew in the aircraft, or the relaxing crew. We have the RoboCop full face, not painted, and the RoboCop gun grip mod.
Yeah.
So, yeah, head over there if you're wanting any of these guys and you didn't manage to get them when they were out earlier.
Yeah, get over there. I know that the bomber crew, some people were asking about that after Ian stopped them.
Yes.
And the other ones are sort of standard when building those sort of things now. So
yeah. So yeah, just head over to Partwork Upgrades, and there is a link in there that will take you there. And yeah, I'm sure down in the chat in a bit we'll see what everybody says about it.
Yeah.
So go on,
also, there's also in regards to the Batmobile 89. I do believe the website's gone live for Germany and France.
Yes, it has.
And it gave us a first look at all the stuff. And it started off I would say a lively debate in the group.
Let me see if I can get it.
It did start off a lively debate on the group. There was a few things that are not accurate, but then it's a model and
It's sci-fi.
It's not going to be 100%. So
no, I'll see if I can get it. Hold on.
But yeah, it has now gone live. It does go live on the 1st of September for pre-order in the UK and the USA. We don't have a delivery date yet or an actual release date. I would imagine it'll be. It will actually cut. I would imagine if it does go for pre-order in September and then start shipping in October. That brings it nicely to the end of the 66 Batmobile.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I can get it. If I can bring it up.
But yeah, lots of people were saying that there was stuff inaccurate about it, but then there was inaccuracies with the Hot Toys one and the Jazz Inc. version. Were both brought out for 1/6 scales versions of them. So
see if I can quickly find it.
Not every one of them has been 100% screen accurate. But then once again, I think it's one of those movie cars where they built quite a lot for the movie.
Yeah.
And it changes over time. So it's difficult on which one you're going to go with and everything else. I mean, we had that with the Dodge Charger, the Fast and Furious one, because it's only got one seat. But if you watch the film, in some scenes, it has 2 seats.
It's not letting me change country.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it's in D'Agostini.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's not down the bottom.
I'm just trying to get it. Oh, when I'm not live, things come up.
Yeah, it's always the way. And I've just thrown you a curveball. I didn't actually meant it. Just cropped into my head. I was like, oh yeah, I'll have to sort of say that it has gone live in other countries.
I've got it. Of course.
Lovely.
Right, here we go. Up to stage.
Yeah, so it's. I think it's on pre-order as well.
Yes.
Like I said, a lot of people were sort of mulling over it all. I would also imagine that the items, like the free items and stuff, will also most likely stay the same. So,
some nice. I mean, I was impressed with the pictures when I first saw it.
Yeah, it looks very good. There were, like I said, some of the complaints were the fins at the back were too thick. They should be thinner.
Yeah.
The fuel cap should just be plain silver, but they've stuck a logo over the top, the Batmobile logo, which isn't on the films or any films. So there was a few things like that cropped up. They're not too sure whether the canopy is. I think the canopy is manual. It's not mechanical.
Right.
And so everyone was like, "Brilliant," but we don't know for certain.
No.
There's obviously going to be a lot of mods for the screens inside.
Yeah.
That cap there. So there's a few YouTube videos if you watch, and they go through this car with a fine tooth comb. And funny enough, that cap there, it's from a Route Master.
Oh wow!
So when they were looking for the fuel cap for the car, they chose one from a Route Master. So that fuel cap is from a Route Master.
There we go.
Yeah, so it looks good. It looks really good. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna put my pre-order in for that hopefully, and get it on the channel. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I've got the 66. I've got the tumbler. Just perfectly sits in between. I've just got to find somewhere to put it.
Quite a lot of pictures though for it.
Oh yeah, there's loads. They've obviously had this one in the back for a while, if you know what I mean. When it went on a test about a year ago, we said at the time that it was a no-brainer. They should have just released it. It was just silly sort of postponing coming out. But here it is in all its glory. It looks really good. So yeah, we'll see how it turns out. It's going to be big. Some people have already said that it's going to be about the same length as Ecto 1.
Right.
So it's going to be big.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of
75 centimeters long.
Yeah.
So
in terms of size, it's definitely going to be the biggest out of the tumbler and the 66. So people have already started getting their figures in already for it. So Beast Kingdom, it looks good. It's good. If you go on the Facebook group, the 2 magazines are already on there, so you can already have a look, see what you get in the first 2 issues.
These gifts could be different though for the UK.
Yeah, slightly. I would imagine the mug, the T-shirt, and the posters. 100% we're getting them.
Yeah, it's just a metal plaque and a backpack and a 143 scale 89 Batmobile.
Yeah, there's a few items that might change, but I'm 100% certain that the T-shirt, the mug, and the prints we're going to get.
Okay. Right, hang on. I don't know why it's doing that. Right.
Me.
Hey. Okay, so last thing that we need to discuss is a lot of people this week got an email about the last pack of Skyline.
Yeah, so the last pack of the Skyline has been delayed.
Yeah.
I don't know why. The only reason we've come up with is because they're waiting for the replacement parts.
Yes, that's what when you said that to me, Kev, during the week, saying we've had this email, I said back to you, well, are they holding back the last pack so they can get the replacement doors out to people and all that? But I said to you, though, they really need to inform customers what is going on and give them a reason why it's delayed.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know why it's been delayed. Everyone's got the same email. There was already replacement parts, so the hood or the bonnet covers that cover just the metal strip. We were going to get replacements in the last pack. This was a whole big fiasco because everyone was like, we don't know what that means. It said not to put LED lights, do you remember, from pack something, and it was nothing to do with the LED lights, it's to do with these strips. So, but we were getting them in the last pack. So I would imagine it might be them. It could even be the doors replacements. Nothing's been said, but that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Why it's been delayed. They're waiting for these spare parts to come in so they can send it out all as one, without sort of sending it out separate months later.
Which would probably be cheaper for them to send it out as one.
It'd be cheaper. It also means that people will be able to then complete it all at once instead of having to wait for these extra parts to turn up. Because some people will. So I don't, like I said, nothing's been official. It's only what I believe why it's been delayed, but it has been delayed for everyone.
It's a case of just let people know. Put it in their portal or send an email out to everybody who's subscribed to the Skyline and say, look, we are waiting for replacement parts to come out. We don't want to send your last plaque until these replacement parts are in our warehouse. So please stand by while we do this. Simple.
Yeah, because it's been the Skyline. We've had a few delays on it, but actually over the last sort of 12 months, it's been spot on every time. We get to the last pack, which we should have already had, by the way. We should have already received that about this month. So there's already about 2 or 3 week delay now on it.
Yeah.
It should have been finished this month. But yeah, that's the only reason I can think of is replacement parts that are coming.
The thing about it is Hachette, when they found out the circuit board they sent us is faulty and they need to send us out another one, they let us know by email. We all got an email saying, right, this is the problem. This is what we're doing to fix it. So please wait until this time. It's not that hard.
Yeah, well, they did send out a few messages on their customer service pages but they did say that there was going to be an option because some people were saying that it was misaligned and some people were saying it was fine. And I don't know whether they were going to do the fix as a broad fix, so everyone got the fix, whether you got the 40 parts or not, or whether you had to contact them to let them know you've got the 40 parts. Well, I don't know. So
if it's anything like the Power Rangers Sabertooth Tiger Head, everybody got a replacement.
Yeah, and that did turn up a couple of months after, which was brilliant. So, like I said, my understanding or my thinking behind it is simply because there's extra parts coming, the skirts and the doors, maybe, or both, or just one of them. We knew we were getting replacement parts as well, so maybe they haven't turned up yet, and it would make sense to hold it and then send it all at once. Business sense anyway, because it would be cheaper for him, less aggro, and then everyone's covered. And no one can turn around and go, I've been waiting X amount of months for this replacement part. But then again, you could be going, well, I'm going to be waiting X amount of parts for the last issue, and my car is perfectly fine. I don't need the replacement parts. But I don't know. We're on the last pack. We know we're getting replacement bits. So I've sort of put 2 and 2 together and gone, well, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. Right, let's go through some chat. Because
yes.
quite a lot. We haven't had anything for weeks and weeks, and then tonight
all comes all at once.
Comes at once. Okay, so here we go. Yesterday we got Steve131 in saying evening all. Good evening, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And then yesterday also we had Kevin and Mary saying evening everyone. Hope you're having a great bank holiday weekend. So evening, Kevin and Mary.
Yep.
And then this morning we had Dee saying a very good evening, Mark and Kev. So good evening, Dee, this morning.
Yep.
And then we've got Will's Workshop saying, hi all, see you at 7. Hit those likes on both channels. So thank you,
brilliant.
Dee. Welcome. Right, so that's all the stuff that they deleted.
Right.
They delete a lot.
Yes.
So tonight we've got Spider Sprue who says, hello, Mark. So hi, Spider Sprue.
Hiya.
Then he says, hot, hello, Kev. We've got Ian Campbell who says, good evening, hosts and all. Good evening, Ian. Welcome.
Hi, Ian.
And then we've got Will's Workshop who says, hi, all on Mark's side and to all on Kev's side. So good evening, Will. Welcome.
Hi, Will.
And then Ian says, hello, one and all on Kev's channel.
Hi, Ian.
Next, we've got Flip Dip who says, hello, good evening and welcome. Hiya, Flip Dip. Welcome to the stream.
Hiya.
And we've got Dave Matt Builds who says, good evening, Mark and Kev. Have a great stream tonight. Good evening, Dave Matt. Welcome.
Hi, Dave.
Then we've got Kevin and Mary again who says, evening, everyone. Good evening, Kevin and Mary.
Hello.
And we've got Jess Models who says, how do Mark and Kev? Mark, I'm making paired gin now. It's all your fault. Hello. I never suggested paired gin. I suggested wine with pears, but you know. Yeah.
Hi, Dave. How you doing?
We've got David Hawley in who says, a very good evening, Kevin, Mark, and all in chat. So good evening, David.
Hi, David.
And then we've got DS Models again saying good evening, everyone. We've got Flip Dip who says good evening, all.
Hiya.
And we've got Following Ghost who says hi, everyone. So hiya, Following Ghost. Then we've got David Phillips who says evening, gents. So good evening, David.
Evening.
And then we've got Horlicks who says hello, all. Hiya, Horlicks. Welcome.
Hiya, Horlicks. Welcome.
Then we've got Kenneth who says, afternoon, Kevin and Sir Mark. I'm sitting here watching my super favourite YouTube people who I'm looking up to as role model and mentor while working on my Agora Models Goldfinger Pack 6. Wow.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Was that the Goldfinger one?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
We've got Ian's World of Models in who says, evening to all in chat. Good evening, Ian. Welcome.
Hi, Ian.
And we've got Ken Fairclough in says, the way you built up that Harshette Partwork, Mark, I thought it was the DB5. It's news. It's news. People out there with young children might want to.
That might still come. We're got to cross your fingers for that one.
Flip Dip says mile stick. I don't know what he means by that.
No.
Will's Workshop says there are more models than my wallet can cope with. I'm not doing bad at the moment. The Optimus Prime is finished, and there's nothing out there at the moment that takes my interest.
I've got a funny feeling that there is some exciting stuff coming. I've got a funny feeling that there's going to be a lot of people going, oh, I should have held off
Yeah.
I can't do that, and I want to sort of style. I think there's some big things on the horizon from all these companies.
Yeah.
Stuff that we didn't even know about, and we're going to go, oh hell, how are we going to do this?
That is why I'm being very selective in what.
Yeah, you really do nowadays. Be really selective in what you do, but I'm almost certain there's a load of new ones on the horizon.
Yeah.
Where we're all going to be like, oh hell, that is a definite, and we're going to be like opening our wallets and going, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
How am I going to do this?
That's why at the moment I have not replaced the Optimus Prime with anything. So
yeah.
Also, I'm waiting for the Lego Enterprise D to be released.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures, some leaked pictures, and I don't know. It's going to be pricey. Listings have already gone up. It's £380.
Yeah.
And it's going to be bigger than the Millennium Falcon that they did.
Yeah.
Which was about the same sort of price. We'll have to see. It's the start. So.
Spider Sprue says JP cars. Well, I will have to do them.
Yep.
David Hawley says, any news on the 1989 Batmobile yet, guys? Just what we showed, really.
Yeah. Just that it's gone live in Germany and France, so you can check out those sites to have a look, like we did. And it goes live on the 1st of September, pre-order.
Yeah,
that's it.
Ian goes, ooh, smiley face, but he also says the list will grow, so that is to do with Horlicks in Partworks upgrades. Yeah,
brilliant.
The print and ship. Flipdip says, rumor has it Mark set up a Hello Kitty Facebook group under an alias. Not a chance. No. Okay. Holic says, yes, I have some ideas. I have a new product. I have just made 2. So there we go. More product.
Lovely.
Ian says there is a direct link also. So partworkupgrades.com/Holics.
Lovely.
We've got Andy Caroline who says, hi, Mark. Hi, Kev. Sorry, a bit late. I hope you guys are doing okay. Hi to all in chat. I got pack 9 of the Vader build, but I'm going to wait till I get pack 8 as you need the finger parts to put the pack nice parts. Yes, there was a delay on pack 8.
Yeah.
Darth Vader. So I haven't, my next pack is pack 7. So I'm hoping after that they sort it.
It's all sorted.
But I can't see it being that long because I've seen them do the fingers in France.
Yes. Yeah, they've done. They've got a glove and everything now, haven't they?
Yeah, the parts are there. So yeah. Flipboot says Mark's looks like he's got a cob on. Sorry, I was trying to find and things just weren't searching. We've got Kilroy in who says, howdy folks. Hi Kilroy, welcome.
Hi Kilroy.
D Harris says even to Kilroy. Ian Campbell says, not heard that phrase for some time, LOL. Cob on.
Right, yeah.
This is about the Batmobile. He's saying, not going to be buying that build for me. It's too bland.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's the Dark Knights. They're normally all black, aren't they? So yeah.
Well, yeah. Flipdip says, I remember the Pontiac. Log on Kit's gear stick. Why? Kit's gear stick. Why? I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No, neither
Kit's gear stick. No, I do know it. Obviously, I've done the kit, so.
Is that the Pontiac that the kit was based on?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh. Spider Sprue says, was going to do the 89, but changed my mind because of Agora, JP.
Yeah, yes. You're gonna. I reckon you're gonna change your mind again and again.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be some exciting stuff coming. So.
Flipped it says the 89 can't wait.
Yeah.
Will's Workshop says looking forward to the 89, and Flipped It says nearly 30 inches.
Yeah, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be on par with the Exo.
Yeah, and if all the outer is metal, wow.
Yeah, it's going to have some serious weight, that's for sure.
Yeah,
especially like you're saying, if a lot of the outer stuff is die cast.
Yeah. Will's Workshop says, I've already put the Orca on pre-order. I want the 89 and possibly the Ford Explorer. Gonna get expensive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gonna get expensive. Will also says, I'd rather have the parts to finish and take it apart later if and when Fan Home come up with a solution. Yeah, I think a lot of people though don't want to take it apart once it's built.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I, for one, wouldn't want to, really. Just because of snagging wires. I mean, some of the wires don't even work on mine anyway at the minute. But that's because I don't know whether they snagged or whether the line's broke or what. And I've just left it because taking it apart and trying to solution that. It's one of those things where you sort of go, well, is it sort of worth taking it apart to find the problem that I'm probably only going to turn it on a few times?
Yeah.
You know, even if I turn it on sort of twice a week, I don't think that justifies it for me to rip it all apart and probably damage more in the process.
I personally think they fitted too much in there.
Yeah, I've said this before. I've said this before when we've had other builds. You know, we had the Millennium Falcon. It was very simple.
Yes.
And it was around that time we were also doing the DeLorean. The DeLorean, and it had like twice as much of electrics, but it also had twice as many problems because I find that when they put more electrics in these things, though it's really brilliant, it then creates more problems.
Yeah.
As we've seen with the Spitfire, the Tumbler, the Lancaster.
Well, Optimus Prime, not so many electrics, no problem.
There you go, exactly. The fewer electrics, or the fewer wires, I should say, the less of a problem there is. When you start running hundreds of wires over this, it becomes an issue. That's just for me building. That's just my preference on it.
But the R2D2 was so greatly done, though.
The R2D2 was solid, but a lot of those wires were all bound together. There was a lot of ribbon connectors on that, which meant which they don't do on the smaller car builds, which I think they should. Like especially when they do the individual lights and stuff, I reckon you could have them on a ribbon.
Yeah,
you could do like even on the Skyline, you could have done the front headlights on a ribbon connector, all in one bit, and then plugged it in. It would have saved a lot of wire space running everything through. It meant it would be a lot more solid, I think, as well.
Yeah.
In terms of stuff break. And also as well, you don't have to then find out what light. If a bulb went on it, you just replace the whole loom. It'd be easier, if you know what I mean. Then trying to find and then running one wire backwards and forwards. And then there's less on the board as well, so there's less to go wrong. So yeah, that's just my saying on that.
Okay. Spider Screw says, "Hope you don't have to wait a year like the Gauntlet."
Yeah, well, we don't know.
Ian says, "I think there are some folks who are over 4 years in Ecto 1 and still waiting for parts."
Yes, it's the same with the Enterprise. Someone posted that they finally finished their Enterprise. It was in the States, and they said that it was a 5-year project. They've been doing this for 5 years because of Eagle Moss, and then Fan Home picking up, and then subsequently delays from Fan Home as well. Meant that build is in the 5-year mark now.
It's crazy, isn't it? We've got Steve Edmonds in who says, "Hello all, sorry I'm late." You know, problem, Stephen. Welcome.
Hi, Steve.
So I'm on to read now. Kilroy says, "So we can self-promote."
Yes. Have you got something?
I don't know.
If he's got a shop or we've always said this.
Yeah.
promote your YouTube channel or anything. You let us know and we'll promote it on here. Not a problem, mate.
He also says, good afternoon to all. So, afternoon, Kilroy.
Right.
Will's Workshop says, on the subject of Skyline, I had Mike Lane in the workshop yesterday. We were talking Skyline, and there will be a cable extension pack along with the new LED pair for the boot screen coming for it.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah. Flip Dip says, Milestick, what painters use, usually stick with a table tennis ball, ball cover in leather and tied with string. Right. Okay. I
know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I do. Chef Hawk says, evening all. Good evening, Chef Hawk. Welcome. Holic says, the print and ship name will change soon, just for your information.
Okay.
Spice Bruce says, should get my last pack of Fan Home Optimus Prime, so I don't, if I should do big video like I did for Gauntlet. Wow.
Yeah, brilliant.
Just the only thing with finishing off the Optimus Prime was putting the arms on.
Yes, that was a challenge, but we both got there.
Yeah.
And I really love that build. It's
yeah.
Pride and place actually next to the T800. So
yeah,
very happy with that.
We've got Marvel Phoenix Todd in saying, "Oh my God, I'm up early enough to make it to this show." Way.
Yeah, well done, Todd.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Flipped It says, Kit's gear stick had the Pontiac logo on it.
Yes, it did.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if the model had it. Like I said, there's lots of little things that models don't have.
Yeah.
For one reason or another.
I think Ken is there crossing his fingers. Yeah. Todd says, based on the 89 trial parts I built, it's gonna be a beast.
Yeah, those trial parts have gone everywhere.
Right.
I think Todd had them, Wayne's had them. I think a few other people have had them as well. They've sort of done a circuit round with lots of people.
Hang on a minute. I think I can answer this. Todd says, yeah, Wayne keeps saying Ian sent him those, but they are from me. Ian still has his parts. There we go. That cleared that up.
They've cleared that up.
We've got Eric Lawton in who says, hi, Mark and Kev. I agree with you. It is worth taking part of the build and have to keep going backwards to make changes when get closer to finishing the build. They do to change early. Did I read that out correctly?
Yes. Yeah. It's easier to do the changes on them before we finish up the build.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Steve Edmonds says, I had fun doing the rear brake lights on the 66 Batmobile. I had to study the pictures in detail.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. That pack is here and that should be on the channel this week. So I'm going to have fun doing that.
Yeah, I haven't seen any problems with that, but unless I'm
no. Yes. Yeah, some people find certain things easier than others. It's just the way it happens on these builds and that.
Yeah. Todd says the kit model had the FB logo. I took it off. So that shouldn't have been on there.
I don't know.
Or did it have a kit logo on it? Or it should have had a kit logo on it.
Night Industries.
Yeah.
I think it might have had a Night Industries. It should have had a Night Industries. I've said this before and I got my head bit off of this. That sometimes if they can't get hold of the actual filming miniature or car or whatever, they then scan a sort of a car that's close to it.
Right.
And they did this, and this is a perfect example. I've always used this. The perfect example of this is the DeLorean.
Right.
So they scanned. I can't remember the guy's name, but they scanned some guy's name who built a replica.
Oh yeah. I can't remember his name, but he was on YouTube.
Yeah, it was on YouTube. He built it. It was the most close replica of the actual car ever built, or something like that. He done it. He done it in association with the movie and the producers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, obviously that car was automatic.
Yeah.
And if you remember, the car was a manual and it come with an automatic. Anyway, there was that problem. Also, as well, if you go in the passenger seat of the DeLorean and you pull it forward, there is a speaker and switches on the back.
Right.
They are for making sound effects when the car goes on show.
Right.
So that's how you know it's not the actual car, because the actual car never had that. Same for the wing mirror as well. The car has a rear view mirror.
Yeah.
It has to have that to drive on the road, but obviously we know in the film it never had that.
Yeah.
And you can trace this with lots of other film cars as well, where they've had to scan a custom built car than the actual car.
Todd says they went from France to me to win.
Yes, and they've gone to other people as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So I think Wayne sent them on to other people, and they've sent them on to other people, and they've done. They're the parts that have been taken apart and put back together more times than anything really.
Todd says, I think Mike Lane got his trial parts from Ian.
Right. Okay.
Eric Lawton says, thank you, Kevin and Mark. Not a problem, Eric. We've got Cadnola Builds in. Jason, who says, hello all, a little late. Hi, Jason. Welcome. Watch back.
Yep.
Steve Edmonds says, I kept putting the wires in the wire tidy incorrectly.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's got wire tidies on the back. And you have to wire it. You know what it's like. You have to wire it sort of correctly to get it in there and stuff.
Eric says, what do you think about new build of Ferrari? I didn't know there was a new build of Ferrari out.
Yeah, we're waiting for the Schumacher one. Is it already out?
No, I don't think that's out yet. Neither in Germany or France.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know until I see the website and see what it looks like. Will says, just done the 66 video will be up tomorrow. You do need to remove the 12 screws holding the top deck in place to get the rear lights in. Fun. Yes,
that is one thing I do detest on build on Partworks, is when they tell you to put something together and then they tell you to take, like the firewall of the back of the engine of the Skyline, they take you to take it off to wire some of the wires through. I'm thinking, why didn't we just put the wire for? Why didn't we put the wires in before this?
Yeah.
When I was doing the wires as well, because you have to wire it through the engine and stuff, and I was thinking this would have been a lot easier before we put the engine in.
Yeah.
100% easier. There's no why we've left it right to the end. I don't know, but method to the madness.
Todd says they used a replica for the kit Partworks scan.
Yep, they've done that for the DeLorean as well.
And then he says, but every TV shot of Kit's gear shift I saw had just a blank button.
Yeah, they had so many cars for that show. It also, remember, it had this bar for a lot of the show. It had a lot of, like, this bar at the front underneath. Obviously, the replica that they scanned didn't have that. So our car doesn't have it, but a lot of them have that. I've watched the whole series, and there's some scenes on it where it's driving at night without the headlights up.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I disconnected that wire, because obviously I wanted it to start up. But when during the day, because lots of the scenes were done during the day, the car lights never went up when it went on.
Right.
So I took them off because I didn't like that. Every time you turn it on, the headlights went up.
Yeah.
And I've seen, if you watch it, there are some scenes in the dark at night where the headlights aren't working and they've just got them down. So that's why I left mine like that.
Eric says, I watched Wayne video doing the build of Ferrari. Which one's that then?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't know either.
Was that an old Ferrari one that they done?
Could have been.
I don't know. It might have been. I don't know about that one, Eric.
Okay, Mr. Fusion Designs in. Jason, who says, evening, Mark and Kev. Hey, Jason, welcome.
Hi, Jason. Welcome.
Todd says the fan home DeLorean is based off Terry Matella's replica, hence the extra. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a YouTube video on the whole car, so you can see it.
Yeah.
And you can see that they perfectly scanned that car. But the problem was that was a show car. So it meant it had parts on it that shouldn't have been on it if it was if it was the actual car from the show, as we already know. And I've been trying to tell people this about the 89 Batmobile.
Right.
Because like I said, a lot of the discussion was things were inaccurate on it, like the cap from the Route Master should have just been silver, but for some reason they've put the Bat logo on it.
Right.
It shouldn't have the Bat logo on it. There's other things wrong with it as well, but I've seen videos on the Hot Toys version and the Jazz Inc. one, and both of them are not accurate either.
Well, the problem is, can they ever get an accurate model? No,
not of a movie car, and the reason why is because they use lots for the shows.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, take the Skyline. Okay, so the Skyline, and it sounds Skyline. It was on screen for about 4 minutes. It was in one race where he crashed it at the end, if you remember rightly. It was never seen again. But during that race, they built, I think it was 4 cars, and they're all different. So it's a bit like, it's the same with Kit. Kit was another one where they used multiple cars and miniatures.
Yeah.
And not one of them is, it's really different. It's a bit like when they done the Enterprise. You remember when everyone's like, well, is this the 6 foot or the 5 foot?
Yeah.
Or the 4 foot? Or the, you know what I mean? It was like, and then I remember Ben Robinson came out and said, well, it's a mix between the 6 foot and the 4 foot.
Yeah.
Well, both of them are completely different. If you can tell them on screen. So it's difficult trying to get something down on a movie car because of how many changes it goes through. It's the same with the Tumbler. Once again, it changes because they use stunt cars in some parts and they're different and all of that. So yeah, it's very hard.
Will's Workshop says, I can confirm Wayne still has the 89 parts. He showed them to me on the impromptu live stream when I was with him.
Right, okay. I thought they'd pass them on because, like I said, I've seen loads of people have them, and they've all saying they've got them from other people, and I'm like, wow, these have really done the rounds.
Kilroy says, okay, off I go. Have fun, everyone. Okay, thank you for coming by.
Cheers, Kilroy.
Enjoy your evening. Spy Through says, that is a pet hate, taking things apart when you could do things early. Yeah.
Yeah, with the 66, you have to take off the back panel to access the lights, and it just annoys me that we've put it together. My fear is when I take screws apart, especially when you've threaded the screw in, is threading the hole again, or threading the screw, and that's my fear when you're taking screws in and out a lot of these builds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Hawley says, gonna say goodnight, guys, before we run out of time. Thanks, guys. Cracking stream again, as always. Night, David. Thank you.
David.
Spice Brew says, I think you have a hero car and lots of stunt cars.
Yes. Some also as well, you've got to think a lot of these cars never survived.
Yeah.
So the hero car, the Skyline, I know this for a fact. So the Nissan Skyline was borrowed from a guy. Can't remember his name. I'm sure someone will know. It was then changed, which he hated.
Yeah.
And all that stuff was put in it, all the lights, all the sponsors. He absolutely hated it. And when after filming, he took all the stuff out and painted it black.
Yeah.
And I think it went from a lot of different people. But the hero car for the Skyline hero car doesn't exist anymore.
No.
It doesn't even look like the Skyline from the show anymore. It's been turned different colours. It doesn't have all the bits in it or anything like that. So, yeah.
Okay. Flip Dip saying night. Good night, Flip Dip.
Right.
He also says, you take things apart, the holes tend to get bigger.
Yes.
Denmark Bill says, great stream tonight, guys. See you on the next one.
Cheers, Dave.
David Phillips says, I think the Ferrari Wayne built was my one, a 3-1T from Agora.
Right, okay. That'll be it.
He says, customary good night, Mark and Kev, until next week. Kev, see you tomorrow night. Hope YouTube behaves itself and no freezing. Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously I'm playing it and I'm watching it as well, and it kicks me off. It froze quite a lot, and then you were talking and saying it was doing that quite a lot on live streams.
Will's Workshop says there were tons okay kits from a train crash. They were able to use them, but then they all needed to be destroyed at the end of filming. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, so getting hold of these hero cars is impossible. It's where they then turn to the custom ones.
Yeah. Okay. Eric says, take care, Kev and Mark. Thank you, Eric. Take care. Eric. Chef Hawk says, night all and cheers. Night, Chef Hawk. Thank you. Spider Sprue says, great stream, guys. Night all. Night, Spider Sprue.
Night.
Will Workshop says, good night all. Have a good one all. See you all next week. Good night, yes. Will. And then Eric says, the LaFerrari that one Wayne built. That was a while ago, though, wasn't it? The LaFerrari.
Yes, that was a long while ago, yeah.
Well, I'm caught up on chat, so I think we'll bring it to an end there.
Yes.
You said normal service per...
Yes, yeah. You know, last 2 weeks got away from me. I've had some time off, and I'm ready and pumped for this week. So there should be a video every day this week, including Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I've got nothing Monday, nothing Tuesday, then videos Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Brilliant.
Well, things get sorted. So, guys, thank you, everybody, for your comments, as always. Thank you for your opinions. And, yeah, all just leaves me to say, I've been Mark.
I've been Kev.
Catch you all next week, guys. Bye.
Yeah, guys.